just was in the wrong line, you know. I mean, that restart there, Kyle got up on the inside of us, able to get underneath of him, and I was kind of in the middle, the meeting in the middle of the sandwich. Then I got hung up with Matt, and I thought we were both going to wreck. Tore the car up real bad, but it's just, damn it, you get so close, drove my ass off. I tried to just come up a little short, but, you know, Kyle had a really good short run car, and after a handful of laps, I was able to get by in that run before that, so I knew that wasn't going to be the case, so he was going to have to go, and I tried to get up through him and kind of get rough with him and beat him to it, but he just unfortunately beat me to that situation and won. But good weekend for us. Billy Scott, all these guys in the Fire Ranger Toyota, you know, 2 solid weekends. Wasn't what we come out here to do, but had a lot of fun.
Glenn Boyer strong today, 3rd. Chris Neville?
And Jimmy Johnson comes home 6th. Jimmy, you stuck with that 2-stop strategy. Everybody came to pit lane there at the end. What were you thinking when you saw Glenn Boyer pull over?
Initially a little concerned, and then as you know, we made that next lap, I saw there's a bunch of cars between myself and the first guy on tires. So I felt pretty good about things. And then after about a lap and a half, I wasn't feeling so good about things. They were there quickly. But you know, if we came back tomorrow, we still run the same strategy. We played it perfectly. We were 1 caution away from it and working out just right. So the situation we're in with the wins and locked in the chase, we wanted to come out and be aggressive with our strategy. We ended up today in the Lowe's Pro Services Chevrolet.
Yeah, they were definitely swinging for the fences. Matt?
And off-course excursion at one point. The car looks like you ran at Martinsville, and Kurt Busch was almost tackled by co-owner Gene Haas. Excited about your run today. So impressive. Was this a statement championship type run for you today?
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, Gene Haas, he's given everything to me, and I wanted to deliver a win for him, and it was an incredible drive all day. The car was fast. I thought we had the right sequence. Kyle got a lucky break when that yellow came out and he got on the pit road, and there was just too many cars between me and him on some of those restarts, and I just didn't quite get the restarts I needed, but a great Haas automation Chevy. It was fast. We led laps. We qualified 2nd, finished 2nd. But I think we made a statement, yes. The car's great. Tony Gibson and all the guys back at the shop built me a beautiful road course car. I just came up a little shy in qualifying in the race. But congratulations to my little brother. I know this is huge. He still has a long way to go. We'll get him in that top 30. He's an incredible driver. And I don't know how many times we finished 1, 2. But we'll let the other Busch brother win today.
From one Busch to another. Jamie?
Those drivers like a Glenn Boyer, like a Kyle Busch, like a Tony Stewart, that needed a win to keep their playoff hopes alive.
And you know, watching Kurt Busch drive, you would have thought he needed a win. He had that car off the track sideways trying to run his little brother down, but Kyle did an excellent job on that last restart. That was the key. He got in the right lane, he made the right moves, got up to the front on Jimmy Johnson first and drove away.
Jeff Gordon in his final race near his hometown, a guy who has dominated the all-time road king. And not a terrific run. He had that rough pit road penalty, but someone who still needs a win to get into the chase, figuring in their point-wise. He's standing by with our Chris Neville.
Yeah, Chris, he came home 16th today. Jeff, at one point in time, you were 40th on the racetrack, so you were able to at least work your way forward. But a tough day for you.
It was, you know, I was really optimistic going in to the race. Our car was good in practice. We qualified well. They dropped the green, and we were moving forward. I was pretty happy with it. Felt that rear tire starting to go off pretty early on, and saw some guys coming from further back. And so we tried to make a couple adjustments. It just seemed as the track continued to lay rubber, our setup that we were, you know, taking a little bit of gamble risk with, but it looked good in practice, just didn't pay off for us. So we had to make some big adjustments and lose track position, but the car was really, really good there at the end. So great to have an ARP and member advantages on board. And you know, it's a great weekend. Nothing's going to take away from this weekend for me. I know it wasn't the finish we all wanted, but it was a very memorable weekend, and still a little bit more fun to go to hang out with some of my friends and family that are here. But hey, we were a little bit better, you know. And that last thing, I was just taking some risk on that last pit stop. We didn't have anything to lose at that point.
Well, the next time we see Jeff Gordon on Fox, he's going to be in the booth with you, Mike.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Wow. What a day and what a race. Kyle Busch comes from 7th on the final restart to win it. Kurt Busch is right there. Clint Boyer had a great shot. Jimmy Johnson leads the most laps, comers and goers and strategies. Oh my.
Yeah, I mean, when you think back to Daytona and Kyle Busch leaves the racetrack in an ambulance.
Yes.
And today he drives into Victory Circle. I mean, what a comeback. I think the pass he made on Jimmy Johnson and then to take the lead, those were the passes of his career. That win today could be what gets him into the chase. Got his work cut out for him, but step number one, he can mark that off.
Did we find the line between need to win and want to win?
Well, I think we absolutely did, because he knew he had to put this check mark in the box at first. But I have to go with Adam Stevens rolling the dice, making that call with 10 laps to go and making a trip to pit road. That was obviously the winning strategy. And I have to say, I feel like the most blessed man on earth to stand beside you guys for 15 years.
Love you, brother.
Pleasure's all ours.
Yeah, man.
Chris?
And the emotions running high, Larry, Darrell, Mike, I'm sure for the Busch brothers, the first time that they finished 1-2 in a race. And when you think about how the year started with Kyle Busch injured, not sure if he could even run this year. Kurt Busch on a suspension, misses 3 races, has 2 wins in the bag. Now Kyle looks like the next guy to get in on the chase. It's really wide open, still 6 spots though in the chase, with Kurt Busch probably the lead guy in that group.
I love Kyle. He's going to be able to get up to the 30th in the points and make this chase. I believe that. And I love the race we saw today. So much desperation. So many guys trying so hard to grab spots. I think maybe the move of the race, though, was Joey Logano getting on the pit road. That move there got him a 5th place finish. So that was key for him today.
Busch brothers come up big. Jimmy Johnson with 4 wins during the course of the season. We'll have more from this race and on the NASCAR Fox and Fox Sports 1 portion of the season a little bit later in the show. That's the story from Sonoma. Let's head down the freeway way down towards Los Angeles and Don Bell. Don?